Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about the topic forecast report. Friend, today we'll discuss this report with respect to project management, PMI, PMBOK, project management, non-deep body of knowledge. Friend, see if you are studying project management and you are planning to give exam of PMP or already a student of project management in any university. So friend, forecast report is an important report and you will see this topic in the exam. However, with respect to if we talk about with respect to exam point of view of PMP or project management, you will see 2 to 3 questions, maybe not directly related to forecasting report. Friend, if you are a professional project manager and working in any organization as a professional project manager, so friend, this is an important topic. You must know that what is forecast report and what is its implications in project management. So you must know about it. So that's why we are discussing right now in this video. So friend, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Forecast report. First of all, friend, we have to understand that what is forecast. If we talk about in general, what does that mean by forecast? Forecast is basically, if we talk about weather forecast, what do you think that what is weather forecast? Like for example, if on the television you have seen that tomorrow is rain expected in ABC city, for example, in particular city rain is expected tomorrow. So forecast is basically saying that based on some particular knowledge, based on some knowledge we can predict about the future. Okay, so that is called as the concept of forecast here. Like forecast is saying that rain is expected tomorrow. Why? Because as per their data, they are expecting that as based on their information, based on the movement of clouds, they can predict that rain is expected tomorrow. Remember one thing, that forecast is only the prediction based on the past data, based on the historical data. We can predict about the future. Remember one thing, that it is not necessary that forecast will always be true. Basically it's a hint, it's a try that based on our historical data, based on our past data, we can say, we can predict that that this will happen, because based on the trend, based on our historical data, we can predict that this will happen in the future. Why? Because for example, you have the data about if you talk about weather forecast, for example. So on our historical data or past data, we have seen that we have the data available of the clouds, and based on their movement of the clouds, we can predict that rain is expected in particular region. Okay, so that is called as the concept of forecast here. Forecast means that based on our historical data or past data, we can predict about future. Okay, and there are chances that forecast may wrong. Uh, there may be some wrong assumption as well in the forecast. However, there are chances that it may occur correctly. So friend, why we need a forecast? What is the purpose of the forecast report basically? First of all, try to understand friend, forecast report is very important in project management as well. Like for example if we say that as per the speed or as per the pace of the development, we can forecast that this project will complete in next 5 months. Why? Because as per the current space, as per the current speed, we can we can forecast that 4 months will be more required to complete that project. Another very good example, a very simple example I can give you about the forecast. If you have ever seen the cricket match, so based on the current run rate, they can predict that the expected total score will be like that, ABC for example. Why? Based on the current data, based on the current run rate in the current cricket match, they can system can predict that the expected total score will be this. Why? How can they can predict? Because based on the current speed, current run rate, they can predict the expected total. So that is called as the concept of forecast. And also in project management, forecast report is also important. Why? Because as per the current space of development, we can predict about the project delivery. Also friend, forecast report is important and generally used in stocks, uh, economy, GDP, etc. So forecast, first of all, try to understand that forecast report is a general concept. Basic concept is that based on our past and historical data, whichever we have in our hands, so based on that data, we can predict about the future. Okay, so basically, this is the main concept of forecast report. Now, basically, friend, purpose of forecast. What is the purpose of forecast? See friend, here forecasting report is used in GDP, economy, project management, employments, etc., etc. For example, we know that based on our historical data, we know that the expected GDP of the country will be that. For example, okay, so we will know that if GDP will be like that, so unemployment rate will increase. This is an example. Okay, so basically purpose of forecasting means that whenever we have some prediction, uh, when we have the knowledge about the forecast, about the future, so based on the forecast we can take some actions, we can take some corrective actions. If as per the forecast, for example, let's assume that as per the forecast, the project is expected to complete in 4 months, and we know that we must have to complete the project in the 3 months, so we must have to take the corrective actions in accordingly. Okay, so this is called the concept of project management here. This is called the concept, this is the purpose of forecasting. Purpose of forecasting means that it will give you insight, it will give you knowledge about the future, and if you have to take the corrective actions according to the for according to the if you have to take the corrective actions for the according to the forecast, so you must have to take the corrective actions. Okay, so this is called as the purpose of forecasting. Now friend, what are the advantages of forecast report? First of all friend, forecast is very good for business so that they can make informed business decisions. For example, as per the stock forecast, the ABC stock will increase in the next 3 months, so you can take the action accordingly. As per the business forecast, the ABC customer of mobile application will increase, so you can take the action accordingly for investment. So I'm just giving you an example, like forecast basically give insight about the future, and the business can take decisions according to the forecast. Financial forecasts are fundamentally informed guesses, and there are risks involved in relying on past data and methods that cannot include certain variables. Basically, friend, forecast report give insight about financial forecast as well, and you can take decision financially as well. However, there are mere risk involved as well about the past data. Maybe there is some mistake or problem as well in the past data as well. So you must have to consider that factor as well. Forecasting approaches including qualitative models and quantitative models. Basically, there are multiple approaches available like qualitative or quantitative for forecasting as well. In the end, friend, I just want to give you a very basic level of report, a very simple example I'm just trying to basically friend, forecast report could be look like that. I'm just giving you a sample friend. Remember one thing, that it is not a hard and fast rule. Just uh, try to understand that based on the past data, it will give you insight about the forecasting. Like for example, as per the current pace of organization, we are expecting that the revenue will increase in the next 4 months, like that. Just giving you an example. Okay, the basic concept is that based by using the past data, by using the historical data or current data, we can predict about the future. It could be project management, it could be economy, GDP, employment rate, so anything. Because basic concept is that forecasting, that you can predict about the future by using the current historical data or past data. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for your time. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side.